Interplay between the worlds of entertainment and espionage goes back at least 2,500 years. The fact that one relies on publicity and the other on secrecy, that stars live in the spotlight and spies in the shadows, might seem to rule out successful symbiosis between the two professions. A famous entertainer is generally a successful entertainer, while a famous spy is most often either a failed spy or an ex-spy. Both professions, however, often require similar skills and sometimes attract similar personalities. This book investigates the affinities between these two worlds of smoke and mirrors and examines the overlapping expertise of some of their leading players. The adoption of a fictional persona, the learning of scripts, and the ability to improvise are central to both professions, and undercover agents often find themselves engaged in what is effectively an exercise in long-form role-play. In the early 20th century, Mansfield Cumming, the first chief of Britain's Foreign Intelligence Service, SIS, also known as MI6, purchased his disguises from the same theatrical costumier as the leading West End theatres. His heads of station abroad included a number of leading theatricals. "We like your poetical reports immensely," Cumming wrote to one of them. "Please send us some more." Role-play remains compulsory for today's recruits to SIS and the security service MI5, all of whom pretend to have other jobs. During his 33-year career in SIS, before becoming its chief in 1999, Richard Dearlove used to travel the world extensively in different identities, well supported with bank accounts, credit cards, everything you needed. A number of entertainment industry luminaries, performers, writers, directors, and other creative practitioners have at one time or another tried their hands at espionage. The transitory lifestyle of itinerant entertainers is often not dissimilar to that of many spies, and this can make them peculiarly well-suited to undercover work, a fact which intelligence services have sometimes been able to exploit to good effect. France's most internationally renowned playwright at the end of the Ancien regime was also its leading spy, whose operations led to Britain's first defeat in the American War of Independence. Some enthusiastic entertainer spies, however, proved out of their depth. Those executed for German espionage during the First World War ranged from the manager of the Bijou Picture Theatre in Finchley Road, London, to the upmarket international exotic dancer Mata Hari. While the roles of both stars and spies have evolved over the centuries, their priorities have changed little. Though the primary responsibility of spies remains to steal secrets, they have also been used for a variety of other covert activities. From Elizabethan times onwards, talented entertainers have been involved in a diverse series of influence operations. The most successful and outrageous attempt ever made by a British intelligence agency to deceive a US president came not from an intelligence professional, but from a professional entertainer recruited for the purpose, who later became head of BBC TV Light Entertainment. Given the colourful dramatis personae involved over the centuries in both espionage and show business, it is unsurprising that the lines between fantasy and reality have sometimes been blurred. It now seems that the foreign intelligence reports sent by Britain's first successful female dramatist in the mid-1660s were probably invented, though they provide remarkable evidence of her creative imagination.